everyone. Right now we're going to work on the demo for SK9A, which is our floor plan. We discussed interior design drawings, and this is what we call a base plan, a base shell right here. Now, if we go to our module on module 9, you're going to find this base plan. So hopefully you guys are looking at this. You'll go to module 9. And we are going to talk about our final project. Okay, in this final project, we have an outline. And you will open that outline up and print it up. Now, in this outline is everything that we are going to do for the rest of the semester. And when you read this, it gives you a program. A program is a profile of what the clients are looking for. It says objective, to create a set of ID drawings, which we know stand for interior design drawings, for a family of 4 with 2 8-year-old children. So obviously they're twins in Huntington Beach, California. Project to include the following. Now I have outlined each of the assignments. SK14 is the actual final assignment. We'll do that last, but because it's first, it's because it says cover page. And cover pages are the very first sheet of a set of ID drawings. But the funny thing is, it's something you can't do till the last. So what we are going to do is we're creating a set of ID drawings. This is a cover sheet. The problem is you can't create any of this until after you do your ID drawings because there's certain information you're going to need. But don't worry about that. We'll talk about that when we get to it. But the first set of drawings we're going to do is your floor plan. So we're going to talk about that today and how to do it. So as you go back to the module, it states the first next sheet is SK9A. That's what we're going to talk about today. That is due on April 13th. This is the floor plan, and it's going to include various components, the dimensions, the room names, the room sizes, elevation marks, and the north arrow. So let's get out of this and let's go look at that, that other outline right here. If you go, we're going to minimize that, and we're going to go to the floor plan. I have created for you the drawing already. It is already a 1/4 inch scale. So this drawing just needs to be printed, and you will draft it with perfection. You're going to paché all the lines, give me nice dark walls. But let me walk you through the floor plan just so you know what we're looking at. Okay, when you go here, this is the front door, you guys. So there you go, right into the front door. Here's a little closet. Let's say you hang up your coat there. When you walk over here, this is this is the kitchen. As you continue into this room, here's the dining area. As you continue through this space, this is a fireplace. And here is your family room. This is a great wall and options. This is a slider glass window. It doesn't really draft that well, but we're going to make that a slider so people can come in and out. And this is a little secondary door to, take out the trash and to the backyard. So this is just a side door, not as important as the front door. Now, when you come to the right here, we have our 2 bedrooms. The master bedroom with a long closet and its own bathroom. This is a pocket door, and this is a standing shower. And then linen closet. Then here, another bathroom that's open to the hall, and the secondary room that would be the twins' room. So this is your floor plan. This is going to be a fixed window. These are fixed windows. Another window over here. So you'll see. We will dimension this today. So here I have the floor plan. Now, the one thing that we need to do is we want to make sure we position it correctly. Remember that your title block comes all the way out here. And it's a nice title block, right? And it will have your information that we need. So this will be a title block around. So face your drawing horizontally. Now, it is customary, like we said, to always put a north arrow right here. Now, here we have this space. And on this drawing, the north arrow, I need to push this up a little. North arrow is going straight up. Okay, so there's your little north arrow. Sorry, the light's a little bit in the way. Okay, right there, the north arrow. In the corner, let's get that out there. The north arrow, okay, it's going to be in the right-hand corner. Now, what you all need to do, and this is always customary, I've been, been making a lot of comments. Always put the label. This will be floor, F-L-O-O-R, plan. And do it in your best architectural lettering, okay? And this will just be about a ½ inch, okay? And you create two really nice lines underneath. And under a real smaller amount, you're going to put the word scale. Always use capital letters, best architectural lettering. And this is 1/4 inch equals 1 foot, 0 inches. You guys have done this before. You will draft this perfectly. But I want to let you know that it is probably wise not to do it in the middle of this sheet. Instead, I want you to pull it a little over to the side, and I'll tell you why. We want to leave room for the rest of our drawings, and I want you to get in the habit, because we'll be putting in a lot of the other drawings legends. Legends are information like furniture, or we'll do lighting legends, and they need to have space. So if you start all your drawings in the middle, you won't have any space for our legends for the rest of the ID drawings. It's super important you leave some space. Now remember, this is our title block, and our title block has various information in it. And I want you to create your own logo with your name and your company. So create something kind of cool. If you're, Rose Smith, maybe Rosie Smith Designs, but whatever, and create a nice little logo there. And this is the project information. So you're going to put like the Smith Residence, and you did all, horizontal, right there for Smith Residence, Huntington Beach, California. That's their information. And I have actually attached a title block template for you guys to follow. And we'll go over that in a minute of all the components of the title block. But down at the bottom is your page number. And this is we can't number our pages until we're done with all of them. So you're going to leave that. But this is where the page number goes. Right here. Okay. And I do want to see if I can get to that title box. So I can just show you a little bit about where that's located. So let me try to find that on my computer. Let's get out of this guy. I'm not sure if I can get into my PowerPoint. That's what I need. Maybe not right now. Okay, so we will go back to this. I will go back to that in just a moment once I'm kind of done with, I guess I actually am done with Canvas. Let me go to, get out of here and see if I can get and show you the title block. Let's get out of some of these guys. And let me see if I can kind of, we talked about the final project here. Gosh, I have so many windows. So here you go. Here's creating a title page. So what you guys are going to do is, let me see if I can get this a little bigger. We are creating a nice thick border around here. I will attach this page to the module, but you'll see that on the left side, you are going to have a 1 inch space. The rest of it, this is the page, the picture plane. This is your piece of vellum, is a half an inch all around, but we need a whole inch on that side of the page. the left side of the page. On the right, you're going to have 1.5 inches. You're going to put the sheet number, that means the page, the sheet title. What that means is it's called the project name, the project drawing. So this is called floor plan. That's what the sheet title. Here's the scale. You would put 1/4 inch equals 1 foot, 0 inches. And here we have a little area for revisions. It's 3 little lines, a little vertical line, and it says the word revisions. Here's project information. This is your client's information. You will say like the Smith residence, put, the Huntington Beach address. You can make it up. And here's your information, your name, your logo, and that sort of thing. So this is creating a title, a title page. So once again, you have your page or sheet number, you have your project name, or project title. So what that is this is floor plan. You have your a little revision area, and then your clients and your logo. So that little thing I just showed you, we will this over here. We will you will do a title block on all of your drawings just like this. It's a little different than what you did before. It's a little more professional, and professional title blocks have even more information, but I just want your information. I want the project information, that's your client's address, a little revision area, a scale, the title sheet, and the title number. And we can fill those information last, but this is what I want you to create when you do your title page. So we have this beautiful title page. We have the drawing kind of over here to the left. Remember, you're going to create 1 inch here. It's a little extra room, and around it is a 1/2 inch around the whole rest of it. Why do we need 1 inch? I'll tell you why. When you put together a set of drawings, what we do is we create a little area where we staple it together. We fold a piece of paper, we put 4 staples. That's why that side has to be 1 inch thick, so you don't staple into the drawings. Does that make sense? So when you have these beautiful drawings, you have your title block, nice thick title block around it. Over here is just a little more room, okay, so that we don't staple onto the drawings. That's why just a little bit more extra room on that side. So you're going to create beautiful title blocks. You're going to take the floor plan, you're going to shift it over here to the left. Now, what do we need on this? We talked about different things. You are going to need exterior and interior dimensions. You just saw the lecture, so you kind of know how to do this. So let's walk through what dimensions we need. Okay, I will erase these things just so that I can just be free to dimension first. Okay, remember, there's different strands. So you being exterior, right? We want to start from the exterior side of the wall and bring out extension lines. That's what those are called, extension lines, okay? It's not super straight, so let me see if I could get that a little straighter. So from the outside of the wall, extension lines, okay? Here, we're going to line it up. You're going to use your parallel bar. That's the best way. And extension lines. Don't touch the corner, okay? Make sure you leave a little gap. Okay, now remember, we're going to go about 3/8 of an inch. Go watch that video, but 1/2 inch or 3/8 of an inch. This is our first strand of dimensions. And what are we going to dimension here on this wall? Well, first of all, these are windows. And as you noticed on that last video, the windows, we start from the middle of the windows and we do a dimension. It's a center line. 1, little dash, 2. That is a center line in the middle of the window. The second is another center line in the middle of the window. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And often we put a CL and a tick mark. Remember those tick marks? CL. So you're going to measure from here to here, here to here, here to here. Little tick mark. Now, that's about all we have on this. It's pretty simple. So the second line is about another half an inch. Shifted a little, so bear with me. This is kind of flimsy. The second line is going to be your overall dimensions. Right here. Once again, another tick mark. And you're going to write the overall dimension on top. We're going to write this dimension here on top, one here, this one on top, and this one on top. How do you figure that out? You take your handy dandy scale at 1/4 inch and you just measure it. So you're going to measure that. You measure the overall, then you measure the little components from the center of this window right here, okay? So that's that wall. Let's talk about the easy wall, this one up here. There's nothing on that back wall. So all we need is an overall dimension. So you're going to just bring those extension lines up and put together a nice straight line across our little tick marks right here. And you're going to give me the overall dimension on top. That one's easy. Let's do the bottom here. Now what? Well, we've got a door, we've got some windows here. So we're going to at least need 2 rows of dimensions. Bring down an extension line and one down here. So our first row is, here's a window, here's a door, okay? And that's about it. That's the only thing that they got going on there is, now we need to bring those down a little. It's a little tricky to do these extension lines on here, but they're not going to be super straight, but yours will be perfect. I know it. And we're going to have our little tick marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, little tick marks. And then for the second row, you bring that extension line, and we're going to have an overall dimension, right? And that's when you just bring this straight across. Yours is going to be nice and straight, and you're going to have the overall dimension. So here you're going to dimension from here to the center of the window, CL. Oops. CL. CL stands for center line. And you're going to measure here, and you're going to measure here. Why do we do that? When they think about a framer, what they do is they take the outside, then they mark to the center of where the a penetration is going. And once they get the center mark, they know what size the window is, so they go equal on both sides. Then they go to another center mark, and they know that's where the window is going to be. Then they go to the end. So this is to help with construction as they lay out all the studs. So that's why we dimension these little guys. So here you've pulled from the outside, you've done center line of the window, outside, and overall. Here you have center line of the door, center line of the window, and the outside dimensions. Now here's a little trickier. We've got a window here, a door here, a window here, but we also have a jog in the wall. So if you remember, we also, on that second strand of dimensions, we have to, any wall jogs, we have to also dimension. So on this one, we are going to first do the center line of that. And here's a wall and a wall. And the center line of this window. Okay. And so now we want to bring in this row of dimensions and then the overall. Okay, little tick marks, tick marks. There you go. Now, remember when we talked about, we always stack our numbers on top. So here, this is on top of the line, here's on top of the line, but you never touch the line. So let's say if this were, and I don't know what it is right off the bat, but if this were 26 feet, I would put 26 feet, 0 inches, but I would not have that number touch the line, just 1/16 of an inch, okay? So same with here, you're going to put your number on top of the dimensions. Now refer back to the video because I talked about how to dimension. So you always stack on top, stack on top, stack on top, stack on top. And you're going to give me a dimension here. And remember these little tick marks. They always go this way, right? from high right to left, about an eighth of an inch at a 45-degree angle. Remember, we talked about that in the actual lecture. So this is awesome. We have now already got our exterior exterior dimensions. And once again, you will put that floor plan here and the title with scale. And we'll see how much room you have. This could be a 1/4 inch and an 1/8 inch or a little bigger, but not too large. Okay. Always floor plan is larger than the actual scale. Some of you guys are doing a little too big. So I would say either 3/8 of an inch, a 1/4 inch, and an 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Now, what do we do inside? Well, inside, this is an interesting thing. We always want to measure the interiors from the inside of the wall to the inside of the wall. So you guys will find a measurement. You're going to go from here in a little tick mark, and you're going to go from here, but you're not going to cross the line. Just skip over it and go to the face. Oops. The face of this closet, because that isn't any space that we can actually space plan. So then you're going to do a little tick mark, and you're going to give me a dimension and a dimension. Okay? And we are going to call this, remember, we have to actually name every room. And this room is master bedroom. Bed. And you can abbreviate BDRM, master bedroom. I want an 1/8 inch, perfect architectural lettering. Okay, so this is going to give us a dimension. Now, we're going to do this to main key areas. Same here. We're going to do here. We're going to do a little dimension here. So we have just to the face of the closet. You're going to give me a dimension and dimension, and this will be bedroom 2. Okay, bedroom 2. Here is the living room, and the living room really doesn't have an open wall, so we really have to think about the actual size. So we're going to go right here from here to here. We're going to measure inside, and we're just going to measure from the window to the edge of the fireplace. Okay, and we're not, make sure we don't cross lines here. Leave a little gap. You're going to give me a dimension and a dimension, and this is called living room. Is there living in it? Living room. Okay. So you're getting some interior dimensions, just trying to get some space planning going. Now here is the dining. So what we do is we assume it's about that big, the dining area. So you can just do an overall dimension from here to here. And basically from here, I would just kind of go to there and just give me an overall dimension here. And that gives us a kind of a size. And this is called dining room. Okay. And then these are just the main components that we need a space plan. So we're not going to really worry right now about the kitchen size and that sort of thing. These kind of came out. We're just worrying about some of these key rooms. So if you're on the fly and you really need to know what size a room is to see if the couch will fit, we just want to do some of the key rooms. So you're going to dimension the dining area, the living area, the master bedroom, the master bathroom. The 2 bedrooms. Okay. We don't necessarily need to dimension these. They're little, and we know what those are. But we will name them. This is kitchen. And then this is, we'll say master, and then bathroom, which is BR. And then here is bath, and you can do 2. That stands for bathroom 2. And that's why when the general contractor is calling out the name, like what's going on in bath 2, what's on the floor, or what's in master bath, they have to have an identity of what it is. So each part of this has now been identified. So with your floor plan, I want to make sure you draft it beautifully. Make sure you have no excuse. This is totally in 1/4 inch. You will be basically copying this. It's going to be crisp, lovely. You're going to use your straight edge, and your beautiful parallel bar and do exterior dimensioning, pulling from the exterior of the wall, and then the center lines of any doors or windows and any jogs in the wall. And I've done it right here, so you can refer back to this video if you're confused. Don't forget your north arrow, your floor plan and your scale, and also to label each room and dimension some of the key rooms, which is both bedrooms, the living room, the dining area. There we want to see some key dimensions. And that's what your first drawing will be for the floor plan. And once again, I will post that title block so you can just go off of that, start thinking about your design name. But whatever you do, make sure your name's in there so I know how to grade it and make sure it's coming from you. But your own information, you can have the clients, you can make up an address, you know, the Smith residence and 225 Cliff View Road, Huntington Beach. You know a little bit about them. And for right now, we are just really going to focus on the floor plan. Now, when we go back to the actual outline right here, the actual outline of the project outline right here. Okay, when you go through this, the next plan that we are doing is the furniture plan. This is why it's so important to get this information. The next one we're going to be doing is the furniture plan. So you get to do a little design based on what this client needs. It lists their furniture needs: an L-shaped sofa, coffee table, end tables, flat screen TV. It's all here. You will be producing for me the pictures of all the furniture. You're going to clip pieces of it and put it on a sheet. You could just screenshot it or do a clip and put it on a piece of sheet. And that will be the furniture that you use to put into the furniture plan. So that is worth, I believe, 10 points. So next week, you want to make sure that you send me your picture of all the furniture that you are going to put in this this floor plan, and that'll be fun. You know, you get to pick some styles, and you are going to send those to me, and that's going to be the beginning of our furniture plan. Because how can we put furniture in a plan if we don't have the furniture to put in the plan? So it's always good to have an idea of sizing and what goes where, and we'll go from there. So I hope this demo helps you. We will answer questions at the Zoom meeting. We are also going to go through the midterm review. I will go through and talk about all those things that you need. I sent you guys a list. It's on the module. You could print it, and we can just go through each one and just to let you know exactly what you need to know for the midterm, which will be the week after. But I look forward to seeing you all at the meeting on Monday. And I know that you guys will get this. This will be a piece of cake. It's going to be gorgeous, and it's going to be the first drawing of your ID drawings. So if you have any questions, email me, but I hope to answer them all at the Zoom meeting on Monday. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.